one of those days. All right. Today is actually a banner day because I get to delete something. But let me explain. So this is an app that I'm working on. It's a Socratic dialogue for political philosophy app. Really big market there. But nevertheless, it's something that I'm working on. It's in production. But I got this out really fast. It was sort of minimum viable product. And the original implementation is just really naive. For one thing, I created separate vector storage for each of these corpuses. And the physical implementation is actually two separate Pinecone assistants. Well, the Pinecone Assistant API is deprecated, and each assistant database costs money. So this is a really naive and crummy implementation. But it was, as I said, I was just going as fast as I could, trying to get something out. And that's kind of an interesting story. If you've ever been in the startup scene, you know, there's kind of a race to market. You want to get something in front of customers as quickly as possible so you can start getting feedback. And the promise to your engineers is always, yeah, we're making sacrifices here, but I promise we'll go back and deal with this technical debt. And that's how you entice engineers to make sacrifices, design sacrifices that they know that they shouldn't make. There's always the promise that you'll be able to go back and clean stuff up. Well, I am actually going to go back and clean stuff up. So to be able to responsibly go back and action technical debt is a really unique circumstance for an engineer. So I'm really gonna relish this. So that is one vector store that is completely gone now, and I'm no longer paying for it. And here goes the other. All right, so that feels really good. Deleting cruft feels so good, I can't even tell you. But the real story of this is, this was actually a substantial refactoring. What I had to do was I had to essentially reprocess all of the data into a single vector store and completely change the labeling strategy to make it possible to have multiple corpuses in one vector store. So it was not, I'm not going to say it was rocket science, but I wouldn't say that it was a layup. Anytime you have to change the underlying data in a system, you should be afraid, because it's not trivial. In ordinary circumstances, I would have given myself a few weeks to do the work responsibly. But I wrapped the work in a few hours using Claude. And that's kind of what is really nice about the new AI tools. Of course, you can rip out apps quickly, but what's really great about them is you get a huge discount on toil, on the not very fun, not very sexy maintenance work that is actually required to keep a system healthy in production. So no one really talks about that benefit of LLMs, but I feel it every day, and professionally, it's been a godsend. So I'm going to close this video with another ceremonial discharge of the money gun. All right.